Hello guys, welcome to my video. In this video I will discuss about the relationship between weight loss and testosterone, and I will also explain the mechanism behind how testosterone increases weight loss. So I have a research paper here. So this is a very good one. It is a randomized control trial. So the method that the study used was that they took 100 obese men and they divided into two groups. So one is obviously the placebo group and the other one was testosterone treatment group, and they gave both groups the same diet. They gave a hypocaloric diet. Hypocaloric means less calories. So they gave a very less caloric diet to both groups, and they followed for 1 year. So testosterone treatment group means they injected artificial testosterone to the people, to the obese men in that group. So that is what testosterone treatment group means. So now we can see the outcomes here. So after 1 year, the lean mass of testosterone group was, they had a minus 0.6 kgs, while the placebo group had minus 4 kgs. So the difference is placebo groups actually lost 3.4 kgs more lean mass when compared to testosterone group. So it means, so lean mass means basically like muscle size or muscle loss. Also we can say muscle size, we can say muscle loss, we can say simply. So it means testosterone group had very less muscle loss when compared to placebo group. So difference is 3.4 times, not 3.4 times, actually 3.4 kgs. And also if you look at that body weight, so after 1 year, the testosterone group actually lost minus 0.5 kgs more than the placebo group. So again you can see the difference here. Again 0.5 kg is not like a huge difference, but again they had a slightly more weight loss. At the same time they had less muscle loss. So this is a very interesting finding of this study. So here we can see other metrics. So if you want to look into this, you can look into this. So BMI is there, weight circumference is there, cholesterol is there, LDL, SDL, triglycerides, hemoglobin level. Again these are other metrics. If you want to go into this, you can go into this, but for our video it's not necessary. So what is the result? So what we can understand from the studies is that the people who had artificial testosterone injected, they had less muscle loss, and also they had slightly more weight loss when compared to placebo group. Even though both groups had same diet, still the testosterone group had less muscle loss, at the same time slightly higher weight loss. So like this we have so many studies, so many research that consistently shows weight loss and testosterone has a strong relationship. This is just one study, but there are so many studies that show again and again the same finding. So again we need to understand the mechanism behind it, what really is happening here, and why does testosterone actually increase weight loss, what is the mechanism behind it. Because only if we can understand that, we can get a kind of clarity. So next we'll look into the mechanism behind how testosterone increases weight loss. So I have a mechanistic study here. So this is a very good one. So the method that the study used is that they took pre-adipocyte cell of mice and they injected testosterone, and they saw what happened at cellular level. And pre-adipocytes means, so these cells are likely to become adipocytes or like fat cells in future. So that is what pre-adipocyte means. I think pre means previous, so obviously pre-adipocytes are what likely to become adipocytes in future. Adipocytes means fat cells. So I have again this big theory part here. Instead of that, we will look at this image. This image explains the mechanism more better. So as we can see in this image, whenever testosterone binds to androgen receptors, I think pretty much everybody knows what androgen receptors are. In case if you don't, think androgen receptors are like a lock and testosterone is like a key. So whenever testosterone binds to androgen receptors, it leads to anabolic and androgenic effects. So like muscle growth, beard growth, and also libido, erection, and all other sexual functions happens only when testosterone binds to androgen receptor. Not only testosterone, DHT also binds to androgen receptors, and actually DHT has more potency, more affinity to androgen receptors, when compared to testosterone. But again, that we don't have to discuss in this video. So again, coming back to the mechanism here, so testosterone binds to androgen receptor, then androgen receptor gets attached to beta catenin. So beta catenin is simply like a protein that is involved in WNT signaling. WNT signaling is itself is a very complex process. I think we don't have to discuss that in this video. So then this complex androgen receptors and beta catenin complex moves into nucleus of the cell. There they again bind to a transcription factor called TCF4, and when this complex binds to TCF4, it suppresses adipogenic genes. So as we can see here, so these genes they get suppressed. So when these genes they get suppressed, obviously adipocytes are not formed. So pre-adipocytes are not converted into adipocytes because these genes are suppressed. So I think pretty much you can understand this. In case if you don't, I will explain again. So testosterone binds to androgen receptor, then androgen receptor gets bind to beta catenin, and this complex androgen receptor beta catenin complex moves into nucleus of cell. There they again bind to a transcription factor called TCF4, and when it happens, they suppress adipogenic genes. So adipogenic genes means these genes are what actually convert pre-adipocytes into adipocytes. So when these genes gets suppressed, obviously adipocytes are not formed. Adipocytes means fat cells are not formed. So this is the actual mechanism behind how testosterone increases weight loss. So I hope you understand something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. In this video, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.